that, let us bring in White House Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly. And Anna, I want to pick up where Cheryl left off because Cheryl mentioned the high gas prices. Let's look at some polling. 86% of voters extremely or very concerned about inflation. 80% are concerned about gas prices. 66%, still significant, but much less than 86 and 80, are worried about Iran getting a nuke. So did the message, that message as the president has been harping on, has been laser focused on, the urgency of why we had to attack Iran when we did, is that getting through? Did that get through to the American people last night in light of the fact that they're so concerned with the economics, their wallet, gas prices?
Well, yes, Todd, Carly, the president did a few things last night. Number one, he provided an operational update on Epic Fury. And the truth is that operation scoped around those 4 goals that he originally laid out: annihilate Iran's ballistic missiles and capacity to build more, destroy their navy, weaken their proxies, and ultimately destroy their ability to possess a nuclear weapon. The United States military is doing an incredible job meeting or exceeding all of our benchmarks on all of those goals. And the president also leveled with the American people. The president's been very clear from the beginning about the temporary disruptions that will occur as a result of Operation Epic Fury. But look, the president also has taken a number of economic actions from the beginning that helped us absolve the impact, again, of these temporary short-term disruptions. Unleashing American energy. America now produces more oil than anybody else in the world. Deregulation, tax cuts, all of these things helping us be able to bounce back, not just where we were before, but better than we were before once this operation concludes and all of our military objectives are met.
The president this week made some comments suggesting that he would consider pulling out of the NATO alliance. Last night during a speech, he did not directly criticize NATO, as some analysts forecast that he would. What is the president's latest thinking when it comes to this?
Well, I think the president's been quite clear about his thinking on NATO and a lot of these other agreements, right? The president has never been one to shy away from hard truths. And the hard truth is that NATO, unfortunately, was intended to be a mutually beneficial relationship for the United States and for these other countries. And yet we have reports of some of these so-called NATO allies refusing to let us use their bases and not being as helpful as the president would like, certainly with regard to Operation Epic Fury. And so I think the president is right to take a good hard look at a lot of these relationships and ensure that they are mutually beneficial for the United States, because it can't just be that when Europe calls for help, the United States helps. This needs to be a mutually beneficial relationship. That's what it was designed to be, and the president is rightfully, as always, putting America first and taking a good hard look at that relationship.
White House Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly, we thank you for your time.
Thanks,
and
Anna.
for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.